Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful, and super duper delicious. And I hope that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are, okay? Now, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by, and I hope that you too are having a super duper time wherever you are in the world, and that life is treating you also most deliciously. So, much love to you all, my delicious little babies. Now, my weather in my old neck of the woods in the old UK, well, the sun's completely gone in now, okay, so it's going darker now, okay, tiny bit of wind, okay, so I just want to speed through and just get my video out, okay, my delicious little babies. So if you do happen to, so that's our weather in the old neck of the woods in the old UK, could be different in other places in the old UK, okay. Now, if you do happen to enjoy my videos today, any of my videos, if you could please click on the like. For those of you who happen to stumble across me, you do enjoy my videos, well, if you could please click on the subscribe. For others of you, please feel free to comment. It's always welcomed. And very finally, if you'd like to share, because sharing is caring. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so there is just two other bits now. So number one, and thank you, sorry, please, and thank you, okay? So number one, I was, walking with my beautiful and delicious little Ruby Tuesday. Anyway, and I happened to come across this young lad. I say a young lad, I'd probably say he's in his early 20s, I would have said. Probably, I don't know, 21, 22. He's only young, God bless him. Anyway, a very pleasant young gentleman, do you know what I mean? And I happen to be saying that, because there's, a lot more trees being cut down, okay? Till in the point, in this point in time, the rate it's going, it's like we shall have no trees. We're talking about trees that have been there for flipping decades. Well before, for most of us, even a twinkle in our mother or father's eyes. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, I just think it's disgraceful. And I really think it's disgraceful for beautiful wildlife and everything as well. Do you see what I mean? Anyway, that's my feelings there. But what was really lovely is that he turned around, this young lad, God bless him. And because I said I hug trees, which I do. And everybody who knows me knows I hug trees. Everybody knows. Do you know what I mean? So, they've gone past the point, of laughing. Do you understand what I mean? They do not laugh at me. Do you understand what I mean? It's just that they, for most, they're just not used to seeing somebody, hug a tree or talk to the plants and bushes or grass. Do you understand what I mean? But it's all living, isn't it? Do you see what I mean? Anyway, so, and he agreed with me, this young lad, I say young lad, this young gentleman, and he totally agreed. He said trees mean different things for different, I do not like this word, but we have to say it, for different people out there. Do you know what I mean? And something that he said to me, which was really, I thought was really rather sweet for such a young, do you see what I mean? He's around my eldest daughter's age, and how I love my daughters so, how I love you so, my babies, yes. But he said, even if you take a leaf off a tree and take it home with you, it's just something that he said to me, yes. Do you see what I mean? He said what it means to that person, he says, may not mean anything to anybody else. And I said, you're absolutely right, It's like, decades ago, like when you get like little girlfriends and little boyfriends. Do you understand what I mean? And they're holding hands. God bless, right? And then, I don't know. You do not see it so much now, but, like where they carve into the tree. I don't know. You just think of a name. I don't know. Paul and Jane. I'm that's just off the top of my head, right? And they said, Paul, do you see what I mean? Then love's like a heart, then Jane, or Paul for Jane. Do you understand what I mean? That's the way I'm trying to explain it. You go back decades ago. Do you see what I mean? Yes. So, so that particular little tree could mean a lot to that little young couple. Do you see what I'm saying? I'm just using, do you know what I mean? Then you've seen over the years where you could have, you know, somebody else and maybe, you know, maybe they've wrote something which is very personal on that tree to them, for whatever reason that may be. Do you see what I mean? So I feel that trees, you know, and all plants and flowers and everything and grass and everything is super duper most important. So, you know, they must stop flipping cutting all our trees down, the putrid. Have they got nothing better to do with the flipping time? Like flipping putting all of our countries right with the flipping mess that they've all flipping made. Anyway, and very lastly, this is on YouTube now. Now, I want to say this, my delicious little babies, and the reason why, because it's going dark now, so I've got to be super duper quick. The reason why, okay, is because I stumbled across this video. So if you could please tap into the old space bar, my delicious little babies, please and thank you. Homeless man is a qualified, wait for it everybody, my delicious little babies, doctor. Okay, this will shock you. Okay, so I should just repeat this once more. If you could please tap into the old space bar in YouTube. Homeless man is a qualified doctor. This will shock you. Okay, and if you look in the old subscribe, it should say B for Bertie, and I'm not sure whether it could be an I, okay, or it could be an L, so B-I or BL, or okay, and then for Kathy, okay, so I'm just going to spell that out. So you got B, which is BL, or okay, and then it's P for Peter, H for Harry, A for Apple, K for Kitten, A for Apple, T for Thomas, H for Harry, I for Indigo, okay, and that's in the old subscribe, okay, and that's on YouTube. Now, just to let you know, because I put this in brackets, this doctor's name, this dear homeless gentleman, and I will call him dear, because as you all very well know, myself and doctors and nurses do not really get along, for most of them, okay? And I have my own reasons, as you all very well know, my feelings. For those of you who've been so very kind to follow me for all this time, my delicious little babies, you're going to get me. There's very few who I do get along with, okay? But this dear doctor's name, the homeless gentleman, is Dr. James Kenneth Smith. Okay, my delicious little babies, so Dr. James Kenneth Smith, and he actually said to the gentleman who he was talking to, okay, he said, if you please go online, he said, and type him in, Dr. James Kenneth Smith. Okay, now this is a doctor who I thought was most interesting, and so I've ticked them all off now, my delicious little babies. So that's put my book out the way, my book. Now, I found this dear gentleman so interesting, you know, okay, because it seemed very much to me that this dear doctor, God bless him, right, was talking a lot of common sense, okay, so, and it's very clear to me, and if you look at his, God bless him, look at his bow trace, look at his face, you know, so he's obviously gone through something in his life. But I must be honest with you, my delicious little babies out there, I wish that I would have come across him, you know. I would have loved to have sat down and talked to that dear gentleman, you know. Do you know what I mean? But he was explaining a number of things. The video is only about 10 minutes long, my delicious little babies. It's had that's what I forgot to tell you. It's had, 1.21 million. It's got 1.21 million subscribers. Okay, has this dear gentleman who's uploaded his videos. Do you see what I mean? Now, this doctor was talking about water, talking a lot about water. He was also talking about fruit juices. Now, as I've always said about fruit juices, Now, the best thing to do, okay, is to actually buy the fruit. There we go. Is to buy the fruit and to squeeze it yourself. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes? Or, I don't know, if you wanted to cut it up and just eat it, the way that you do. Or if you wanted to, chop it up and then put it in a blender or something, mix it with other fruits and things like that, yes? Then and do it that way. Do you see what I mean? Because as we very well know, there's some very well branded that everybody knows, okay, juices that are really not that good for anybody at all. Okay, so that's why I always say to go the fresh way if you can. But I got where he was coming from. I really did get it, when he's talking about the juices, yes. And he was also talking about Coca-Cola. Do you see what I mean? Now, I'd mentioned I have mentioned on a couple of my videos about the old Coca-Cola, okay? But it was really lovely because, towards the end, and something else that he'd said, and this is just coming to me old noddle now, just to remember, because it is going dark, my delicious little baby, so I am going to, rather than get up and put the light on and wait for it to, do you know what I mean? Just, I'm hoping that you can still see me. Well, I'm all lit up, so you can still see parts of me here, my delicious little baby, so I'm sorry about the lighting, but anyway, and he was saying that he prefers to have a pair of sandals rather than have closed-in shoes. And again, I got him, bang, 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 I did. You see what I mean? Because me, myself, personally, at home, yes, unless I'm taking, my beautiful and delicious little Ruby Tuesday out, or unless, say, for example, if I've got to go somewhere or something like this, yes, then, you wear more closed shoes or your trainers or something like that, yes? But around the home, I wear my flip-flops, my sparkly flip-flops. Do you see what I mean? I just prefer to let my feet breathe. I've been like that for flipping decades. There we go. So I'm never going to change. Do you see? And neither do I want to change. It's just that your feet can breathe. And at the same time, they're not all being squashed up. Do you see what I'm saying to you? Yes, my delicious little baby. So just, wanted to just share that part with you. But yes, but right at the very end, this dear gentleman who was doing the filming, God bless him, he handed this dear elderly homeless doctor a box. And of course, the dear doctor was a little bit weary of this. He said, is there a catch? Do you sort of say? And he said no. He says, open the box, It was really touching. There we go. It was so touching to watch it, everybody, my delicious little babies, yes. And inside was obviously some ka-ching, to help him, because what he needed was a new raincoat. And he needed, because, his shoes were becoming, his pumps were becoming rather worn out on his feet. God bless him, yes. But, and there was another part when he said, I'll be what did the dear doctor say? I'll be a slave to you for life or something like that. And then he moved straight on, but he said that before he received the box. Yes. He never meant it that way. What he said was, I can help. He said, and I can help others. Do you see what I mean? With their health. Did you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? Yes? I just wanted to mention it. To me, it was important to mention, okay? So, please, God bless him. Please, dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, our dear Creator, that maybe somebody, has spotted him by now. And do you know what I mean? Because he seems to me as though he wanted to help. Genuinely, do you understand what I mean? Not like what we've unfortunately had to see. Do you see what I'm saying to my delicious little babies? Yes. And it just reminded me, just very quickly, because it is going to go super duper dark now, yes? It's going really dark, very thick and fast, sorry. Many years ago, right, I watched this documentary, and this was about this headmaster who went missing. Now, he walked out on his wife. He walked out on his family. He just went. okay? Now, nobody found him for a few years anyway. So somehow somebody must have spotted him. But he'd been living on the streets, God bless him, okay? And what he was talking about is that he just could not cope with everyday life and the pressures. There we go. And watching this homeless video like this, yes, and with this dear doctor, right? Well, you know, at the end of the day, it just casted my mind back, everybody, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? But, you know, he wanted, you know, them to let his family know that he was safe and well, but he never wanted to return home. He just got used to living that life. But when you look at it, it's a terrible shame, isn't it? And then we got lots of different homeless, God bless them all, who are all in different situations and what has led them into that situation. So we must all say our prayers for everybody, my delicious little babies. Now then, so it's nearly dark, okay, my delicious little babies, okay? So thank you so very much for listening to my video today, okay? Now, so much love to you all, wishing you a beautiful morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are in the world, okay? Please just all take care of yourself, okay? And please help to take care of others. And please give a pat on the back, you know, shake the old hand, and with some friends, family, work, colleagues, you know, give them a great big hug and tell them that they're super duper delicious, wonderful and juicy, and that you love them, okay? So until my next video, okay? Good night, God bless to those who, you know, it's evening time wherever you are, okay? And much love, okay? So you just take care now. I'm sorry about the lighting, okay, but I'm not doing the video again, okay? God bless, but please take a look at the videos, okay? It's just a really good suggestion, yes? But you'll really like that one with the doctor one, with the homeless dear gentleman. In fact, you'll love all of the videos, you know, that I've just suggested, okay? So much love, take care, God bless, thank you.